Hi, I'm the vending machine in the library, and today I'm just going to be playing a little bit of HoloParade. Ever since last video, I've gotten more than just a little bit of progress done on the game. I was planning on making a scripted video of how all the levels went, but I feel like that would be kind of boring. I might make a guide in the future on how to be good, I guess, after I play enough of the game and beat it. But for now, I just kind of feel like playing it a little bit and just talking, I guess. So between this video and the last one, I've completed the first 4 whole chapters of the game, and I've also pulled quite a few URs. I think I have everyone from Gamers, I have everyone from Gen 3, and I think right now I'm working on Gen 0. And I also have quite a bit of stuff saved up, and yeah, I am pulling on Gen 0. 2 more tickets, actually 10 more tickets, and that gets me 1 UR appearance and a nomination ticket. And then after that, I think I just need 1 more to complete Gen 0, and then after that I just need the 5 URs in Myth. Anyways, I'm gonna save up my tickets and whatnot, so I can like get everything in one big pull. But I feel like my team's also changed quite a bit. So I have 2 different teams. I have a UR focused team and a non-UR focused team for where there's less money. More specifically, like this is for like stages where there's no flags, and then 2 is where, and my UR's team is for where there is flags, and I have money to burn on URs. But I've been sort of just grinding up to try to be able to take chapter 5. The event tag is the event tab is very new. I have actually no clue what any of this is. I guess I'll give it a try, because like 5 whole scout tickets, so I'm guessing it's kind of like the tours, which is interesting. Before we go into that though, I'm going to level up my LuKnights a little bit. I've been sort of mostly like power leveling the LuKnights specifically, because the more health that these things have, the more survivability they have, and I'll just be able to back them up with the chocolates. So maybe like level 40 if I can here. So I have gold defense on it. Okay, the blocking rate plus 12% is absolutely amazing. The movement speed is great. The gold defense is all right, and ooh, red attack. I'm gonna take that instead. Like red attack plus 30 is great. If I get like another sort of like gold text ability thing, I'll probably take that. Maybe better movement speed or something. Skip. Are you leveling at all? Oh no, you're not. Is the max 30 or something? Huh. Unless that's my current level. No, it's not. Okay. I was thinking like maybe, I was thinking for a second that maybe, oh, it's just like Blue Archive where you can only level up to your max level, but I'm level 39. So I think level 30 is like the max. So I'm just gonna quickly max out the chocolate. I don't want attack speed. Gold defense, whatever. Okay, so that's you. I guess. Crow, why not? Actually, yeah, no, Shioko. Gold defense, that's nice, I guess. Why not? I don't know why I'm specifically targeting gold, since I haven't really had too much problems with enemies of that sort of aura, but whatever. So we tried the events. So I'm assuming that the name Trial of Blue means that like there's going to be blue enemies, so I probably should plan around that. Ooh, I would bring the LuKnights, but they're kind of underleveled right now. For now, I'm just going to take it with what I have, and just pray that it works. So, event, Trial of Blue, here we go. Trial of Blue normal. Okay. Oh, it also gives us like information about like enemy types and stuff. So if I go to like say stage 5. Oh, okay. Okay, so it tells you what kind of auras you're going to fight, which is actually really useful. Well, they also added a formation button, so you can go straight to the formation here. That is actually really nice quality of life. But anyways, I love blue. And proceed. Here we go. So I guess I kind of just wanted to like talk into the mic for this video. We'll just kind of like playing the game. But here's a flag stage, and I think I'll just stick with this setup. I would switch to the URs, but like I could just finesse this here. The first kind of thing I kind of want to talk about is like, I guess, content in general. I don't really have too many decent ideas for content right now, I guess. But something I feel like could be fun in the future is if I ever get a hand cam. A small hobby that I've had is solving Rubik's Cubes really fast, speed solving. And I haven't really done it for a couple of years. Like I kind of dropped out. I used to be able to get like 15-second times or whatever on average. And I picked up the thing again. Like, I've slipped all the way back to like 20 seconds. If I ever get a hand cam, something I definitely want to do is hand cam streams. Not streams, like, who's gonna watch me stream? Like, I guess, well, I guess I could just like YOLO it and just stream myself doing it. But definitely making content around Rubik's Cubes would be pretty fun. Yeah, sure, it's not like lemao Hololive Fangame, but I feel like I've got to do something to stand out, you know? I also feel like I should probably make more like, get used to making more scripted content is something that I probably should get used to, because that would probably do a lot better than just the Let's Play videos that I have. But then again, I prefer doing Let's Play videos. I really don't like editing at all. Video editing is so boring. Ooh, 2 tickets from that. Nice. Okay. Ooh, they added so many buttons to the level complete screen. Okay, you can actually change your formation, your try. Oh, there's even a next stage button. Okay. The new updates to menu navigation in general have been super nice. I'm experiencing this all for the first time right now, and the quality of life is just the quality of life is just so nice. I guess I could just kind of talk about my general strategy in this game. So, HoloParade is another, like, as you can see, it's a 2D tower defense game, and ooh boy, I need to pay attention. I've mentioned in another video, I've played a lot of the Battle Cats, and it's very similar to this game. And something I'd like to mention is that, like, the biggest difference between this game and the Battle Cats is the fact that there's, like, healing units in this game. And something that's kind of, like, it's a feature of this game that's made it stand out a lot from other games I've played. And whereas from, say, the Battle Cats, like, in the Battle Cats you just want to, like, mash out your meat shield and try to have just good sort of string of shields, like, a good flow of shields. And in that game, tanks aren't really that strong because the enemy's just gonna melt them down anyways. But in this game, because you have healers, you have a way, like a means to keep your tanks on the field. Like here, for example, like the LuKnight, my tank of choice. I'm able to just spam these and then healers to keep my front line up. And like, I only really need the meat shields to keep up sort of just stat boosts. Another thing that kind of sets this game apart is when it comes to building up your backline, I always get a heart attack when there's like these like area attack enemies, and like they can pierce through your front line, which is kind of annoying because then like all my healers and like my damage in the back get completely melted, and like as you can see here, like all my healing is dead and all my tanks are dead, and I don't think I'm meant to be taking on this stage just yet, or at least I'm not taking the right approach to it. But in this game, you can't just like mash out meat shields and then just protect from the enemy, because they're just gonna punch through your backline, like punch through your front line and hit into your backline. Uber carry is very important in this game because, so if I go to my formation and switch over to this, like in the stage just now, like I had a decent stack of Shiokos and Crows, but they got absolutely melted because the bosses have area. And the only way I can really get around this is, so far, just Pekora and Marine, and any other kind of like long-range units. So I'm going to start off here by putting out my three little meat shields to get my voltage up to level 3, and this allows me to build up a bit more motivation as the enemies come up to the flags. Generally, I just want to like stall out and gain as much motivation as I can, and stall enough to get like Pekora and Marine out just so I can get some decent damage. Because like when the bosses have area, the only kinds of damage that you can really only have, like the only permanent damage you can ever have is your Ubers, because your smaller units, like your SRs and your Rs, they're all gonna die. They're just cooked. Like there's nothing you can do about it. Like Pekora and Marine, and probably some other URs are literally the only units that have enough effective range to stay out of the boss's range. Which is kind of annoying. Not the worst thing ever though. And this here is not ideal in the slightest. I don't have any AoE to get rid of the enemy frontline. If I can stall until I get Pekora, then I might be able to live this, but I don't think that this is going to be... This does not feel winnable. I set this up really, really wrong. Like, something I could do is just this, and there goes my tank. There goes my tank. So I'm just gonna reset the stage. I didn't do that right at all. I think when it comes to HoloParade, I don't think I'm gonna make any like scripted videos about me playing through the game. But I'll just have like sort of let's plays here where I just kind of ramble for now. Ah, shoot, I did that wrong again. Okay, I want to mash out my 3 meat shields right as the round starts. And... bah! Okay, there we go. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, so... I kind of just want to have videos where I just kind of like sit here and ramble while playing the game in the background. I really don't feel like making scripted videos about my playthroughs. I could make more more like informative videos about this game where like I talk about like strategy or whatever. Like, what am I supposed to talk about? The LuKnight and the chocolate synergy? But it's something I could talk about. I do plan on doing a lot more Let's Plays on this channel. Like, I'm not really like running dry on Fangames by any means. It's just I'm getting kind of lazy, you know? So here I want to hit out Pekora instead of Marine, because Marine is a single attacker. And she's nice for support and for the, hold up, here we go. Here we go, please, please, there we go. Okay, there's Pekora. And we live. So Pekora is like my sort of like one saving grace in this game. He's really the only one that's able to sort of get me through most of the stages, because her effective range is just so long it stays out of the range of most units. I can't really use anything else without them being melted by bosses. Like by anything else, I mean like any SR or R damage. Like, for example, the Crow or the Shioko. I can really only use them in like non-flag stages where there aren't any bosses, because they're not going to be immediately shredded by the opponent frontline or backline, or just really anything. Area damage pierces through the sort of frontline and goes like splashes into the back, and there's really no way to protect your sort of like weaker, longer range units at all, unless they have like insane range like Pekora and Azuki here. So, saving up for Marine, we have Marine now. And I think this is a full lineup. So now I just need to maintain my front line by spamming out LuKnights and Chocolates. And I think we're just chilling now. I just have to make sure I tap out the... I just need to make sure I tap out the Watamates, Nekos, and Nosagis whenever I lose one of them. So just as long as they're active, they give me nice little bonus effects, like just general speed. The Nosagi comes with the Flute Symphony, and that gives it like... It says play bright tones to increase character movement speed. But it's not just movement speed, it's like also attack speed and just generally any speed related at all to the units. Like, they attack much slower if you don't have the flute bonus. So there's kind of no reason you shouldn't, like, there's no reason you shouldn't be running the Nosagi. And it's also 1, so it's literally just free. And it's the same thing for the Neko. The Neko gives you like extra single damage attacks, which doesn't really help me with Pekora, but it helps a lot with other damaging units. So the Neko and the Nosagi are definitely like units you really do need to run. The Watamate is my 2-cost of choice. There are other 2-costs that have like other symphony effects, but I personally like the Watamates because they have the trombone and they're fast. The trombone just reduces all damage received by 12%. And then, because it's fast, it allows you to like get up to the front line if you need it. So it gives you an extra layer of protection, and wow. That's a lot of tickets. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Probably could take this. Like, come on, there's no way I'm not taking this. I have Pekora. I don't think... Yeah, she's only level 20, so she still has a long way to go when it comes to levels. So, I could try to get her to level 30 by the end of this video. And here, I set this up wrong. So, we punch out meat shields first, so that way we can squeeze out a bit of extra motivation. And I'm just gonna kind of sit here. Because the opponent units are rushers, they're gonna take out my flag a little faster. I'm gonna be a little tight on motivation. But it's not gonna be the worst thing ever, because I can still probably squeeze out maybe Pekora and then a LuKnight. And if I can't, I can just do Pekora and meat shields until I can get a LuKnight, and then slowly support that with health. But like I've said, Pekora is my saving grace, like literally the only way I've been able to play this entire game. And there they are. We get this out, and our meat shields. And then that also gives me enough for a healer. So I'm pretty much set here. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, all you really need to have on the front line is a tank that'll just live, and then like at least one healer. And as long as you out heal the opponent, then you just live. And you don't really need to worry about meat shielding at all, which is super nice. It's a nice change of pace from the Battle Cats where you need to just be constantly focusing on like the balance of how many units you have at the front. I'm not saying the Battle Cats is bad, but it's a nice difference in gameplay. So I guess talking more about the units themselves, I guess, because why not? We have the LuKnight, which is my meat shield, my tank of choice. And the reason the LuKnight is my tank of choice, and probably the best one out of my testing, the only one I've really tried. The LuKnight is really good because it has a chance to block. Like, not just the, what's it called? It's not just the level up skills, but it also has like a base chance to block. And blocking just means they just don't take damage for that hit, which is really nice. And like, because the LuKnight is able to block, it has less opportunities to take damage, and my LuKnights are dying here. We're gonna be fine. Hopefully. You got this, buddy. Okay, that's that one down. But we have another LuKnight on the way, which is hopefully nice. I've just gotta be able to... I just gotta pray that, like, I'm able to get out enough LuKnights before they touch my backline, which is not going to be ideal. This one can be pretty close. Just as long as my Pekora can live, I'll be fine. I think my Ozki's gonna die in a sec. Oh no, she lived. She lived. Ozki is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, just healing my units. Okay, I'm able to pull my front line back now. One of the two bosses just died, I think. Yeah, there's only one health bar here left, so I'm probably gonna win this now. Yeah, just as long as you can cling on to your tanks and heal up your tanks, and you don't really need to worry about me healing at all. Most of this game is just maintaining a good front line just so your Pekora can live. Which, I don't really mind, it feels really nice. It does get a little repetitive at times, but I can always like switch it out for other URs when I'm bored. And this Orca thing is almost dead. Okay, one more shot should do it. Literally one. And that's it. There we go. And we win the video game. I do kind of want to try to start playing other games on this channel, sort of not really Hololive related games. I feel like the couple times that I've tried to do that, YouTube kind of like shadow bans me. So I'm kind of a little scared in that regard, but since I'm like a smaller channel, nobody really cares. I might start to try to branch out a little more. A game I've had my eye on for a while now is Factorio. I really do want to try to play Factorio on this channel. Or maybe some modded Minecraft too. I've always had a bit of an interest in like factory simulation games like that. Where you just kind of like hook up a ton of like inputs and outputs and like loop together this big gigantic machine, just like produce a ton of resources. If anyone made a Hololive fan game like that, I would totally get on a Hololive factory sim. So I'm gonna return to home here. I think I have enough tickets. There we go, that's 10. So we scout on... There we go. We scout on Gen 0. I really love this gacha animation, it's so nice. Bloop and Doku Doku, and I couldn't really care less for either. So just one or the other. Pioneer and Ankima. I guess another level on Watamate is nice. Subaru duck. I don't know if this is a typo, but there's an extra D at the end of Subaru here. Alright, so 3 more until the UR. Alright, Crow. 2 more. Another Death Sensei level. Alright, so this one's going to be the UR Scout ticket. And then there's also going to be another UR appearance. I'm gonna get the Scout ticket, but not use it yet. Ooh, another level on Knuckle. So that's my UR nomination ticket. I'm gonna wait until the UR appearance, just so I don't pull dupes. No DX, why not? And here's our UR Scout. Alright, let's see it, Achan. And Miko. Okay. So I'm also going to go ahead and grab... Okay, I have Azuki, I have Sora, I have Miko, or Luka-san. Actually, I think I have full Gen 0 here after this. Suisei, long-range area attacker, strong in offense against black auras. Ooh, I think... Okay. I think Suisei might be kind of huge, actually. Formation. She is 36. Wow. Okay. And she's also got the symbols. I think the symbols are also an attack damage buff. Let me check that. Motivation recovery speed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be using Suisei instead of... what's it? I'm gonna be using Suisei instead of Marine. So I'm gonna go to upgrade and I'm going to reset your level. Alright. But yeah, so that's... So Suisei is 1, Miko's 2, Roboco-san 3, Soda-chan 4. Who's the 5th one? Azuki, yeah. So that's all 5 Gen 0. Nice. Now I just need to go for Myth. But yeah. So I kind of sat here for a couple minutes just kind of talking to myself. It's kind of what I set out to do in the first place. To just sort of like satiate the content pipeline. In the future, I do want to try to start planning more scripted content though. I do have another video on my channel that I tried that was scripted as well, talking about like the different Hololive members I can mug. I'm gonna try to start making a part 2 to that, where I start talking about more of the Hololive talents. I think in that episode, I really only hit until Gen 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the next video would probably be like the rest of JP. And then after that, I'll also do like a English side and Indonesian side altogether. And then maybe a HoloStars video as well. Another kind of video idea I kind of have is like who can like say for example, if we take like, I don't know, Mori Calliope, who can kill Mori Calliope? Just kind of talk about like which talents will be able to like beat each other in a fight. It'd be something a little more interesting than like who can I take in a fight? Anyways, today was just a quick little video where I just kind of felt like sitting down and talking a little bit about the game and like other things that I'm thinking about. Like I said, I was planning on releasing a scripted video talking about like me playing through the entirety of the game, but I'm feeling kind of lazy and I kind of don't want to do that. Like I might talk about my experiences in a future video, but I don't really think I'm going to release like a scripted video about it. I don't really have anything else I want to talk about, so I guess I'm just going to end it here. I really like playing Hololive fan games, and if you'd like to see me play any, then definitely let me know what you'd want me to play in the comments down below. And while you're watching this video, if you think for whatever reason that I might be at least a little bit cool, then also consider maybe subscribing as well. And that's going to be it for this video, and I suck at outros.